everybody, how are you? John Bonham here, Cape Cod Wet Shaving. All right, another video. Been a long time. Plan on doing a shave video tomorrow, but I figured I'd fire off this video for today. So you can see I still have all my Christmas stuff up. I probably won't be taking those down until mid-January, something like that. That's the norm. Once the tree goes, my wife starts chasing me to get the rest of the stuff. But it is what it is. Hope everyone had a great Christmas, great New Year for those who I have not spoken to. Also want to say thank you to the people who have subscribed. I haven't done a video in 2 weeks and I have people subscribing, like 6 or 7 people. So thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate it. So this video, I'm part of the Facebook group called East Coast Wet Shavers. It's a fun group. It's run by a guy named Curtis George. How you doing, Mr. George? On the off chance you see this. And one thing I love about the group is that he has events all the time. The next one coming up is break out your most expensive stuff, which I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to use. So I know the most expensive razor I'm going to use. I just don't know the soap and set because I can't remember prices, to be honest with you. In any case, the event that I just finished today actually was the favorites of 2022, favorite soaps, favorite scents of 2022. And those are one of the most difficult things to do. Sorry, thought I had a hair. So I said trying to pick a favorite out of a bunch of favorites is like one of the worst feelings because I always feel bad that I left someone out. Like I didn't do any Crown and Crane, any of that, which is one of my favorite artisans. So in any case, I figured since I'm doing that, today's the last day, I figured I'd do a video and post it. So this is my favorite scents of 2022. You ready? Got my scent notes, everything written down. Gonna do it right. So I actually kind of surprised myself in what I picked too. That's part of the reason I wanted to do this video. Because I went through all my soaps and everything, and I knew stuff that I liked, but I decided to pick things that threw me off on how much I liked them, and for people who were on the fence about them. Those are the ones I picked, except for number one. Number one was, you'll see. All right, you ready? So, top 5. 5 favorites of 2022. So, number 5. I chose All Red from 345 Soapco. There you go. It's a guy named John Patton, runs it. Pretty cool guy. I've been getting to know him over the last month or two. How you doing, John? They're based out of Colorado. So this one, I bought this because of the label. I used to disregard that you'd make a purchase based on the label. I take it back. Labels catch my attention. I didn't even realize it really. And it's silly to, that's my arrogance. But labels do catch my attention. At least enough that I'll read, scent notes, all that stuff about the set. This one immediately made me think, not of a truck or anything. It reminded me of my old radio flyer wagon that I had as a kid, which my mom, how you doing, Mom, has since purchased for my children. So we have a radio flyer out there. In fact, the first post I made with this stuff was in that radio flyer red wagon. So scent notes of this are vanilla, raspberry, nutmeg, and fir needle. I really, really liked the smell of this soap. It was better than I thought it would be, and unexpected. It was a blind buy, but I really, really like it. If you see this, it's very sweet. It's almost Christmassy, almost holiday-like, because of the raspberry and the fir needle and the vanilla. But it's very nice. I like it a lot. I don't know if it's supposed to remind you of the inside of an old vehicle or something, but it doesn't. It does and it doesn't. It reminds me of like an old car with I don't know, like a what are they called? What's wrong with me? I always do this to myself. The thing that hangs from your rearview mirror. Air freshener. Good grief. It reminds me of an old car with a sweet air freshener in it a little bit. So that's number 5. Really good one. Number 4. Okay, I cheated with number 4. However, I view them as mutually exclusive, and I mix and match the splashes in the soaps all the time. So I'll use one soap. It's a pair. I'll use one soap and then use the splash for the other. And it is Luna and Sol. Luna and Sol. Latin for day. And Latin for moon. Sun and moon. Latin for sun. Latin for sun. Not day. Moon, sun and moon. So these they were made by Elysian Soaps. However, this was a collaboration from the Big Four. The first collaboration from the Big Four. Andy at the wet shaving store. How you doing, Andy? Really great guy. Consider him a friend. Really good dude. Wet shaving store. Go check them out. Wetshavingstore.com. A lot of goodies. They're coming out with a lot of collaborations, but this is their first one. So Andy at Wet Shaving Store, Shannon from Elysian Soaps, Smiles for Miles. How you doing, Smiley? And Razor Ray, who made the labels. How you doing, Ray? So, scent notes of Luna: cardamom, clove, lavender, peppermint, patchouli, vetiver. It's a very good scent. The only thing that sucks about these, I get the patchouli really well out of that, and the peppermint. I love patchouli. Patchouli is a divisive scent. But I don't think these are available anymore. I don't know if they're going to do a re-release. That's the only thing that stinks. Sol is bergamot, white grapefruit, ginger, jasmine, lily of the valley, geranium, amber, cedar, and musk. Smiley picks the scent notes. Shannon makes the soap. Ray makes the labels, and Andy sells them as a wet shaving exclusive. So for all of these, I have, say for one, because it didn't come with the splash, I have all the splashes. And I will mix the Luna splash with, or the Luna soap with the Sol splash, and vice versa. So that's why I included both of them. So, really good set. For anyone who got it, you know what I mean. I like Luna a little better than Sol. I love them both, but I just like it. Because again, I'm a patchouli nut. So, that was number 4. Number 3. No surprise here. You ready? Winter Cabin from McDuff's. This was easily the hardest, one of the hardest. This and the next one were the hardest two to pick. I had a whole month I used McDuff's. I had top 5 favorite McDuff's. So picking only one was a nightmare. I was this close to doing Christmas Cabin. But we just came off of Christmas. I've been posting it. Other people have been posting it. So I almost did Autumn Cabin. Same thing. So I decided to pick one that I knew was up and coming. And... Ooh, mailman. Sorry. I get distracted like that. Isn't that fun? So this one, Sean's about to release this. How you doing, Sean? That's coming up soon. And it's a good one. It's one of my favorites. Oh, I love it. Sorry. This also was the final cabin I needed at the time last year to finish my cabin collection. So, sentimental. So, scent notes: raspberry, velvet, vanilla, sandalwood, elemi, I believe, saffron, cardamom, fir, guaiac wood, and cedar. Why do I do that too? I need to go Google words and then do the pronunciation for it. I had a British guy very directly tell me I need to check my pronunciation, because in his own words it makes you Yanks look dumb in no uncertain terms. And that sounds really dickish, but it was direct, not dickish. I was like, yeah, that's a good point. So that was number 3. I won't go too much into that because I rave over McDuff's all the time. But keep an eye out for the re-release, because it is the time of year for Winter Cabin to be coming back out. And I've since spoken to Sean, and he's got some goodies on the way. So cross your fingers. Or not cross your fingers, just look forward to it. I don't know why I'd say cross my fingers. Anyway, one of those days, guys. Sorry, I've been running around like a madman doing chores and stuff. I had a moment in between projects, so I wanted to do the video. This isn't going the way I wanted it to. Number 2. You ready? Grapefruit from Subtle Art Soap. This one was a tough one too. Joe just came out with oatmeal porter. And porter, back when I drank, was my absolute favorite type of beer. I love porter. Anything dark, stouts, and porters. But porter was number 1. Anything basically that was black and you held it up and you couldn't see through it. That was the beer I loved. I loved all beer. That was the problem. And then he came out with single malt. Both of those were phenomenal. He's come out with a few. And then there's a third one he came out with. I can't remember what it was. But grapefruit, I picked grapefruit because it surprised me. I like citrus soaps. I like citrus forward. You know, I like, you know, barbershops, and those are bergamot. So I do have Ariana and Evans Pamplemousse, which is French for grapefruit. And it smells just like squeezed grapefruit. It's delicious. However, Joe has a really unique way of doing his fragrances for his soaps. And this one is not bittersweet or sour and citrusy. It is very, very sweet and citrusy. And that's because the scent notes, the only two, are grapefruit and plum. And I like that yellow color to it too. Oh. It's very, very sweet. It's grapefruit, but it's very sweet. I like it a lot. And I knew I'd like it. I love all his soaps. How you doing, Joe? In case I didn't say it, another great guy. For those of you who haven't tried Subtle Art soap, really, really, really good stuff. His lather is phenomenal. It's yogurt, the straight yogurt. Once you get it right, easy to lather too. Lasts for days. But that one caught me off guard. How much I liked it. I knew I'd like it, but not as much as I ended up liking it. So I decided to go with that one. All right, number one. You ready? Number one, no surprise here, favorite scent for 2022 was Lost Fort. Yes, I know I'm biased with this, but that makes me made me pick it all the more. This was easily the coolest thing I've done in wet shaving thus far. But because of the scent notes, you know, it's from my childhood. The project itself was awesome, and this easily had to be my favorite, number one of 2022. This was a collab. For those who don't know, I'd be surprised if you didn't, but this was a collaboration I did with Chad at Talbot Shaving. How you doing, Chad? And he gave me the opportunity to make a soap with him, and it came out great. In fact, I should have brought it down. He even made an EDP for me. You know, cologne to go along with this. I have the splash, everything. So, scent notes of this, and I did write them down, as bad as that is, just to make sure I got it right. Wood, leaves, pine needles, wet earth, and fleeting honeysuckle. The honeysuckle is right in the beginning, and it's gone like that. That can't snap. So, because we had a honeysuckle bush right on the back fence, so. One of my favorites, the favorite of the year, because of the sentimentality, and just it smells really good. So it's still available at Wet Shaving Store, Razor Company, West Coast Shaving, Pastures Pharmacy, and Maggard? Not Maggard. No, top of the chain. So go get your set if you're interested. But that's it. My top five. I wish I could have done a top 10. I still wouldn't have been happy with that. A top 20, I wouldn't have been happy with that. So top 5 it is. But those are it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Again, hope you had a great holiday. Onward into 2023. Let it be, you know, depending on your experience, better or as good as 2022. Either way, hope it's better. If you made resolutions, stick to them. I made a couple, and we'll see how they go. So, thanks for watching, everyone.